Well, hi, I'm Carl and welcome to Adventures in Camping. Brought some supplies today. The two sections of, can't think of the word, drawing a blank. Anyway, I got the two sections that I need for my platform outside the fire pit, and I'm going to install those. And I'm going to have a big question for you in a little bit, and I need you to hang in there because I need your input. So while you watch me, I do want to ask you to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I put out a new video, and please leave some comments. I like communicating with you all and it encourages me. Now I think we'll just use the upside down rake for now. I have to fix a couple, put a couple of these pavers. Pavers, that's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I have to get a couple pavers back in place. Uh-oh. You don't want them popping up or you end up tripping. Don't need to create my own tripping hazard. Well, apparently when I moved the camera, I messed up the microphone. So rather than you watching me in silence, I'm going to narrate. Let me know what you think about me narrating. We have some storms that are coming up, and with those storms that are coming up, I'm banking on the rains helping to settle the sand down in between the pavers. I'm not mortaring anything in because I may want to change this later. This fire pit is not going to adhere to the Royal Ranger standards, but to the standards given to my workplace by the local fire department. Very quickly, it can be no more than 3 feet in diameter, the fire pit itself, which this is, set no less than 3 feet from anything that's flammable. So woods, your wood supply. Now also, another thing that you need to consider is overhead. You need to make sure that you can see the sky. I can see the sky. I have something very, very high that is too high for the fire to get to. Now pretty much I will be adhering to everything else that common sense dictates you should do when it comes to a fire pit. Like not leaving a fire unattended, fully extinguishing the fire before leaving, having water on hand, and in the event of high winds like 10 mile an hour and up and gusts of 20, to not even build the fire. Pretty much it's common sense. However, there are people out there lacking in that, so I'm saying that here. Also, looking at the side of my fire pit, I'm considering cutting a hole in that so that I have some air and have some space to harvest some coals for Dutch oven cooking or cooking with a skillet or anything that I'm not cooking over the actual coals in the fire pit. Well, now it's time to level out these pavers that I just put on top of the sand. And yeah, they're not quite there yet. So I'm going to fiddle around with these for a little while and get them level. Why do I want to get them level? Well, if you're cooking in a skillet or you're cooking in a Dutch oven, you want your Dutch oven or your skillet to be level so that you're not like losing grease out the side. Or if you're baking something in the Dutch oven, remember, a Dutch oven, a camp Dutch oven, is an oven. And that's how it's supposed to be used. We'll get into more of that in a future video. But you want things level. So I'm getting everything leveled out, adding some dirt. I'm actually using a level, shock of shocks, and we'll visit this a little bit more and get this all straightened out. Well, now I've got that end piece in and everything is leveled. However, you see I've got kind of a nasty undercut there, and that's not a good thing. I'm going to put some stones in the on the end and fill that in with sand so that I don't have to worry about, something tipping over and ruining what I'm cooking. Now, fortunately, I have several stones that I can choose from to put down here at this end and make it kind of look a little bit better. And, well, I also have some pavers that got broken. I had a paver that broke during the course of tearing up the old fire pit. So now I'm going to use it as little filler pieces to go in here and there. Here are the other stones that I'm placing, trying to get them situated so that they do what I need them to do. You can tell I have some of those paver chunks that I'm using as spacers. They'll work. And I really have to be honest. You see that little shovel that I've got? That is a commercial shovel from a company that I accidentally discovered through a pair of pruning shears, which I like to use for camp rather than my pocket knife. Makes it easy to cut small branches. Anyway, I digress, but you see, this booger, I mean, it really comes in so handy. It's a little expensive. I will add a link in the notes below in case you're interested, and full disclosure, I get maybe a penny or two out of the sale, to be honest. I do not make bank off of my videos. I'm a Amazon associate, and if you see something that I'm using and I think it's worth your time and your money, then I will add a link, period. This is one thing that I'm going to be honest, it's about $100, or it was about $100 when I bought it, but it has been an awesome little shovel. It's kind of like the old army shovels, only it's a full-size shovel, and it has the D-ring handle. I love it. Well, that stone won't do. I need a little bit more space for that. So, well, let's use a concrete block. I'd rather not, but hey, I need space. I need a spacer, and I don't have enough stone to do it all, so we'll stick this in place. That'll help. So now that stone can go up on top of that, and I can fill all that with sand, and I feel a little bit better about it. Yeah, I know, I'm being anal, but I can be that way. Because it's my fire pit. All right, so let's get some sand in there, get all that in place. And like I said, I want to make sure this is all filled in so that when the storms come on Sunday, they will help settle this sand. Again, I'm revisiting what I had mentioned earlier. You see the line, that's about where I want to cut it out. Not as unlevel, I'll probably straighten that out. But it's going to be a little higher than the ground, the fire pit inside, and I'm still determining what I'm going to do as a floor for the fire pit, whether I'm going to use brick or just mix up some Quikrete and pour it in the bottom so it'll make it easier to clean out, that I won't have a bunch of dirt in there or sand coming out. No use wasting any of that. Again, I'm open to your opinions, and that is why I told you at the beginning of this to let me know. Now, this is my stump, and I did a little bit of rearranging to it because it didn't appear level. So now I'm going to actually put a level on it and see how close I was. Well, ta-da! In one aspect, it's perfect. The other aspect, it needs a little bit more dirt underneath, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. Hey, do you know how a fat guy is on the level? Well, because his bubble is in the middle. Well, I have a lot more to do. I still have to put the other pole in and make the top. I'm going to use some old decking boards for that. They came off my deck, and because they're outside, they're still in halfway decent shape, and why buy more if I don't have to? I was considering making an additional cooking area at the end of my platform. However, in retrospect, I think it would be better to use this area as my fire pit supply area. I have a box that I have a lot of charcoal in, so that's going to go kind of in this area, and I'm also going to have a pile of wood there for supplying the fire pit. I do like using the natural chunk charcoal. It works great for Dutch oven cooking, but it also works great with blacksmithing. Now, I am a blacksmith, and I have done demos, so that is the background that I'm coming from. Uh-oh, it looks like, yeah, you see that box in the background? The far one? Wow, I'm awful shaky there. Yeah, there we go. I'm pointing at it. That box in the background is my box full of chunk charcoal that I've bought when I found sales. If I find a sale at the end of the year, I will just go ahead on spec, buy it, and put it away so I have it for later, because I'm cheap. Well, I hope you're still with me. I do appreciate you watching. I'm sorry about the audio issue. However, let me know what you think about me narrating. Is it no bueno, or is it awesome, as high as I could get? Now, at the end, I'm going to leave a suggested video and let me know what you think. Y'all come back now. You hear? Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I put out a new video. And y'all come back now. You hear? Stone mat, platform,